Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first-round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the second-ranked team, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Down here for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And now the handoff. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it, and he lofts it toward the sideline. He's got it near the end zone. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Canes. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
And it's 7-0 after BAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. It's a highlight reel diving catch there.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. An inside give now from the shotgun. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. Catch made down inside the 25. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
The Tigers trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Now a crucial 3rd down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So 4th down now from the 3. They'll go for it. And the defense rise up for a big stop. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. This one falls incomplete on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? The backs got it. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. Oh, my gosh. Just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. You can say not recently. They've had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
They'll try the right side on the toss. Breaking free at midfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Well, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. And right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got his man in the open field. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. How about this on 1st and goal? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner tackled right there. That's when they'll start the drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Running out of time in the pocket. And the pass is incomplete. That play makes it 2nd and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking right, this one caught. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's looking deep here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Bringing pressure. He escapes the sack. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Boy, a great play here by a Clemson defender. Makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like the Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And here comes a deep shot. The pass is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. Play action here on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. Pass knocked away and incomplete. That'll do it for quarter number 1.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Miami 14, Clemson 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Fighting him off.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. Using his legs on the scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. And the quarterback's going to sneak it.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
The Canes lining up here on 1st and 10. Toss play to the outside. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle and do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Looking to pass this time. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Catch made down inside the 20.
Just excellent execution here by the offense. They've set themselves up nicely now into the red zone to see if they can come up with a touchdown.
The Hurricanes pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Press coverage now from the secondary. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Breaks free. The pass rush closing in. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown for the U. So they find the reliable tight end, and he makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes and a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
And he knocks through the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive.
And your Clemson Tigers will take over. First and 10.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Offense back out there trying to get something going. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Hurricanes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on 2nd and goal? On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. On first down, it's play action. Short pass finds the tight end. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Fighting off the tackler. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And the extra point makes this a 35-zip game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they're finally able to stop him with great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's running out of time here. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
They're backed up. 2nd and long at the 19. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and he very nearly threw a 4th interception today. Going to set up 3rd down.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series. Almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Punt over the middle. It's Payne. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice game.
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Tackled after the interception. That would be the final play this first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Miami 35, Clemson 0.
And the Canes will kick this away to get the second half going. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Here's the second down play. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's got it for a big gain. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that previous play. And he's got it again. Finding space at the 20. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but you can have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Defense looking to keep the pressure on. Third down coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a pretty good effort by this defense to come up with that loss. Let's face it, it has been a really long game for these guys, but I love that they've not given up and they're still out there fighting.
Your first down loss at 2nd and long from the 23. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. It seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you can really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Offense is back out there. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. And looking to throw now on 1st down. With the catch, it's Freeman. Taken down, but not before he makes the 1st down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
He'll throw it now. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the 1st down. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Timber.
And he'll set up to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
So the ball at midfield, now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield. But he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Coverage team brings down the returner. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Gets into space at the 50. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They stop him, but it's a first down.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll hand it off. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And is fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
And the Miami offense will take over. First and 10.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. At the 20. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blower with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and suddenly we're looking at a first and goal situation. Now here's the toss play. Touchdown, Miami. And the beatdown continues.
Well, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
And the extra point was up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Looking to throw it on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Important second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's pulled in. Completion on a diving catch.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Ball handed off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's second and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the catch. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
High completion makes it second and medium. Toss play, running right. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The DB's backing off from the line now. Fights through a tackle. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Chris, I got to tip my cap to this quarterback. I know he's putting up some yards today, and let's face it, they've got the lead, but he has faced some pressure. That's the 4th time that they've been able to get after him and bring him down. So it's feast or famine one way or another in this game right now.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback drops back, throws to the tight end, and he's got it. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Able to get the ball back, but it could still be a drive killer.
The ball is on the ground, but this running back has got to be elated that somehow he's able to get it back. I'll tell you who else is elated. The play caller and his head coach on the sideline.
Second and very long after the disastrous run on first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive game here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games you kind of look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility, and on Monday as a team, you break down the film. They'll be pretty happy when they get the chance to look at this one.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going?
2-9 Philly.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And is intercepted. Breaking free at midfield. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. It's been a rough game for this offense. A consolation touchdown is all they're playing for at this point. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Really good job here converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he never had a chance, tackled in the backfield.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the 4th quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush, but give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Tigers. Strong game by this quarterback.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slaying it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Linebackers making some adjustments now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Trying to extend the play. On the run here, lets it go. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
What a special year and a moment these players will never forget. After all they put into this, they can now call themselves champions of the ACC. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they pursue now a national championship.